I'm here with James Santel, known as King Fitness.
King Fitness on Instagram.
Yeah, so I had you come on because, I was obviously starting the podcast. I was looking on Instagram for people to interview. And one of the things that kind of jumped out at me is you were posting, fitness transformation pictures, but it wasn't your traditional, kind of fat to super shredded, stage ready people. You were kind of just more realistic expectations, and that kind of stuck out to me. So I kind of wanted to bring you in and talk about what you're doing for that.
Yeah, so basically my whole approach is basically starting a lifestyle, something you can sustain, a long period of time. People come to me telling them they want to do keto and vegan. I'm like, how long have you tried vegan before? You can't go from meat to vegan. Actually try to slowly transition into it, because you got to be able to sustain it. It's not moving on to different diets. It's basically sticking to something that you can stay with for a long period of time. And that's how I actually see results. So I target these kind of people. Most of my clients, they just want fat loss, or they might want to drop like 100 pounds or 50 pounds, but they don't want to be super shredded and lean and competition ready. Yeah. Although I get those type of people, and if they do it, it's like a whole different approach I take them, It's because this is more of a one-on-one kind of thing. But yeah, so most of my clients are basically your 9 to 5, your average person just want to lose weight and look good and feel good about themselves. And you're not looking for a crazy transformation where, they want to be a bodybuilder or a physique. Yeah, exactly. So but that kind of look is more sustainable and attainable, and and people know that.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about how there's just a lot of people that they do shows, but they don't look like that every day. It's not really like a sustainable lifestyle.
I tell people, when you lean and shredded, you're not happy. You can't enjoy the foods you want. You can't enjoy the foods you want. You gotta be very. It takes a lot of discipline, right? Anything takes discipline, but being shredded and lean and keeping your body fat in single digits, that takes a lot of discipline. You got to give up friends, going out. You can't drink. But you want to be able to, it's balance. That's what life is. Life is balanced. So you want to be able to kind of enjoy the things you want, but at the same time having some type of discipline in your life and also some type of structure,
Yeah. Another thing that stuck out to me was, I know a lot of personal trainers, because like I told you, I did a fitness competition, and I was one of those people that went from fat to fit, and now I'm back to fat. So it's kind of, I know it's not sustainable. What stuck out to me was that a lot of personal trainers right now want to figure out how to get onto the online business. And you've kind of really figured that out. And you also have a background in computer science. You kind of went that route first and then came down the fitness personal trainer route, right?
Yeah, so after high school, I went to school for computer science, got my bachelor's in computer MIS, information system. At the same time, while in college, I was doing personal training at LA Fitness. And then I started doing boot camps, and I went to Equinox in Aventura. I was there for 3 months. And then I graduated college. I was doing help desk for AT&T for about 6 months, 4 or 6 months.
Yeah.
And also I was doing my personal training, and as my clientele grew, that job started getting in the way. And also the money. I was like, I went to school for 4 years. Where the money at? I want to enjoy Miami too. So it's like the money didn't make sense. So I'm like, damn, I got clients that's, paying me what I make almost in a day in 1 hour. So I'm like, fuck that. Let me just, let me look at this. I remember it was a Wednesday. I walked out of that. I walked out of there. Yeah. I went to the beach, kind of bring it all in, and kind of all right, cool. There's no backup. There's no fucking. I had a roommate. He told me to get unemployment. And it didn't go through, which is a good thing too, because I had nothing to fall back on. Yeah, because I was trying to get fired for 3 weeks. They wouldn't fire me. Yeah, I was coming in late. So but the knowledge that I've gained, while in college, I've been able to build my own website, my own graphic work, my ebooks, all the videos that you see, the edits you see on my video. Yeah. Kind of because I've always been into computers and all that, and graphics. So a lot of that transitioned into my business now. And also my senior project was actually my fitness website. That was my senior project. Cool.
Yeah, see, that's what I was telling you, is that I know a lot of personal trainers. They've been training for 17 years, 20 years. They're great personal trainers, but scaling that online side, they just can't really put it together yet,
Yeah, you actually need a system. It's not really like anything like you know, meeting a client on the street or, you know, training at the gym, is basically having an online presence because these people don't know you. You know, when you meet somebody in person, you can feel the energy, and when they speak, you kind of like, you know, they're being honest. Online, these people don't know you, so you have to build an online presence. And to do that, you have to actually either put out free content, like either information, you know, fat loss information or videos, like workout videos, you know, and also build an audience. And then over time, these people you'll build that trust with these people, and they'll eventually sign up with for your program, you know.
Because that's what you were saying. Sorry not to cut you off, but you were saying that a lot of people have followed you for a year or two, and then they finally say, "Haven't followed you for a year."
Yeah.
What's your deal?
So it's basically constantly marketing yourself, promoting yourself, because, you know, it keeps seeing the transformation of my clients, and also I'm just producing more content for them to use. And eventually, once they feel like they're not seeing any results and they need some help, I'm the person they're gonna come to, because, you know, they've been following me for all the years, and also I guess I proved myself in a way.
I think it's also, you know, just from my own experience, there's just also periods of your life where you're like, all right, I'm gonna get in shape. If you're not a fitness person, if you don't live that as your lifestyle, there's moments where you're like, I need to get in shape.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Yeah. And so sometimes that person could be following you, and it's in the back of their mind, and finally something prompts them to say, all right, today's the day I'm gonna figure this out.
Yeah, and then I'll be that guy they come to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, because a lot of people struggle with this is, you know, there's kind of this, especially Instagram, it's starting to feel like people are kind of getting worn down by it, constantly posting, and they feel like I'm getting nothing out of it. But it sounds like, through your experience, you've seen that it does pay off if you just stay consistent.
Yeah, you stay consistent. Also, I think me starting off on Instagram kind of first came out was fresh.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I took full advantage of it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I look back, I'm like, damn, certain things I could have done to actually, you know, scale, you know, be bigger than I am, than my page is now. But yeah, so it's basically, you have to stay consistent with it. You're not going to see results at the beginning. It's with anything.
Yeah.
You know, stay consistent. Also put out quality information, not just, even like girls, I tell them, you know, you can put an ass picture, but if you have a message behind it, you know.
Not a Bible quote?
Yeah, don't put a fucking Bible quote. Yeah, because I have a girl.
Explain something fitness related.
I have a girl, she'll come up to me and say, you know, if it's okay, I'm like, it's okay, but have a message behind it. You can post anything you want if there's a message behind it.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like, yeah, like you put ass picture, but tell them, hey, listen, I used to be slim, and here I am now after like squatting and working out. I got this amazing ass. All right, cool, that's fine. Yeah.
That's why right now, where we were at in 2010, Facebook, if your reach was great, right? 2013, 14, your Instagram's reach was great, but both of those have kind of died, and that's why I was telling you, LinkedIn is kind of the next frontier in social media, where your organic reach is real now. And it's not convoluted with all the fake people and the bots and all these fake accounts and just what Instagram has slowly become. But your ability to post and connect and have an organic reach is back in like 2012, 14 days of like Instagram,
and
2010. Yeah, your ability to connect. And the difference with that is, on Instagram, you have a lot of people that don't have money that are faking the funk, you know?
Yeah, of course.
But on LinkedIn, if you got a LinkedIn profile, you're probably professional at something.
Yeah.
You're a manager and up. The average employee isn't hanging out on LinkedIn. People that are VPs, managers, C-level people that are entrepreneurs, people that are business-minded people. So the quality of the actual person you're interacting with is even at a higher level. And this is what I was telling you. I work with one personal trainer, and that's why we focused on LinkedIn. And I don't know what you're doing, because you were saying that you're getting almost 2-3 customers a day sometimes with your online stuff. But I know that the reach on LinkedIn is real right now.
Yeah, and also being that they're, you know, professionals, you can actually charge them a premium.
Yeah.
And they want to be,
It's totally different, because they're looking for the convenience of it. They're traveling. They're VP level people. They're high level people. They're not looking for that one-on-one experience because they're too busy. Yeah. They just want someone to hold them accountable.
Yeah, people always tell me, you know, they don't know how I'm able to train people online. But I'm like, yeah, look at it. Like, some people, they don't need a personal trainer, right? They just need a program to follow. I have clients come back saying, yo, listen, I'm falling off track. It's good to have something to tell me, hey, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, this is what you got to do. Some people just need a structured program to follow. And then, for a certain period of time. And
See,
then,
that's not me. I'm a lazy fuck. Like, if you don't make me do it, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, but
like, 'cause
also,
even when I'm working with a trainer, I'll be hitting it, and he'll be like, dude, you're doing 50s? And I'm like, yes. And he's
Yeah,
like,
some
no,
people are just
do 75. Like, all right, fuck. All right, fuck. You know?
'cause some
But I
people
won't
are
do it on my own,
self-motivated.
I won't do it on my own,
Some people are self-motivated. They can do it. They just don't know what it is that they have to do.
Yeah.
And that's where, that's where online training, fits that bridge, it closes that
Let's
bridge.
talk about the online training. Not to give all your secrets away, but can you break down just kind of how you run, like the global overview of like how you kind of set it up?
I mean, first, it's basically, making sure you building an audience, right? But also, before, people would just go on my website and purchase something. But the past few months, I actually been kind of like, working a lot smarter than harder. Especially, making sure I capture everyone that comes to my website.
Yeah.
It's basically, you got to step back and kind of look at the steps people take, the customers take in your website. And if they don't do this, you have to actually say, okay, if they don't do this, this needs to happen. Yeah. It's basically like a program on a computer. That's how they program a computer, You have to tell them exactly what to do. If this action happens, this needs to happen.
Like if they give their email but they don't sign up,
follow
follow up with
that.
If they go to the shopping cart but they don't convert, do this.
Exactly. If they buy this program, upsell them on this one.
Yeah.
Or email the supplements they can buy. Also, you get a commission off of it. It's basically stepping back and actually building a whole system around your training. And also, once you have that, it's like it makes the job a lot easier. You can focus on what you're good at, which is putting out content and spreading your knowledge. You don't have to worry about the technical stuff too much. So, but it takes time. But once you build it out, it just relieves you of so much like stress and work.
Yeah, and obviously having that computer background has helped you, but it sounds like really it all originates from the consistency over the years of content.
Yeah,
because that's
of course,
the base.
yeah.
Like all that is extra, but it sounds like it's really come from you just being consistent, posting, being somewhat educational, not just posting like I look great today, flexing, and that's it.
My whole approach when I started posting was actually giving out information. Before I was just posting pictures of like clients. But now it's like pictures of me, people can use me as inspiration. But also I put out videos that people can actually try and do, like, hey, here's 3 bicep exercises you can do to build your bicep, and also post my client transformation to get other people motivated. Say, hey, maybe this person look like me. If they can do it, they can do it too. So kind of like motivate them in the process. But yeah, so it can't just be, you can't be selfish with your. Of course, a lot of people look good on Instagram. They can build a huge following. But I know people that have like 3 million followers not making that much money. They marketing themselves wrong,
Yeah. Even we just had this conversation about me. I had this problem where I started out doing entrepreneur content, and I would talk about making money and being successful, and people didn't know that I was an online marketing person. I had my own friends that I was living in Dubai. I came back, and they were like, and I was like, and they were like, so what is it that you do? And I was like, man, we've been friends for 10 years, and I've been posting content for 2 years. You know what the fuck I do? And they're like, we don't know what you do. And I was like, because I don't really tell people that I'm an online marketing guy, and this is what I do. I talk about entrepreneurship and very general stuff to where I don't explain a pay-per-click campaign, an SEO campaign, a LinkedIn campaign. I don't talk about it. I talk about general business stuff. And someone introduced me once, and they were like, this is William, this is Alex, his friend. I don't know what he does, but I know he's successful. And I was like, that's the worst.
Damn,
it's kind of cool, but it's also horrible that you don't know what I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So now I guess your whole.
That's why we have a little pop-up that says 8 Marketing. We're like trying to make sure that everybody knows when we post something. Like, no, we're a marketing company.
But now it's like you put out the podcast content.
Podcast content, but focus on the marketing. Even all my videos, if you just look at the last 5-10 videos, it's clear that I'm doing something related to marketing. Where before, if you go back, it was like, how to build a business, how to be successful, very generic entrepreneur, kind of like what everybody else was doing. Even on my videos, I would put William Gardner entrepreneur, and now I switched it to at least say William Gardner online marketer. So at least someone watches the video.
Everybody's an entrepreneur these days.
I get what this guy does.
Yeah.
He's a marketing guy. Maybe I should ask him a question. You know what I mean? Before it wasn't clear. So I get what you're saying about because I had to readjust my own content.
I mean. Over time, you kind of like see what works and what doesn't,
Yeah.
And also, if you're not seeing any results from what you're doing, then you got to switch it up.
Yeah.
Same thing with anything. Like when you start a new funnel, you split test it, right?
Yeah.
If it's not working, you switch it to something else. But yeah, basically that's how it is. If you're a trainer, promote yourself that way.
Let's talk about. Sorry, not to cut you off. Let's talk about your actual training programs. Tell me kind of what you charge. What do people get for it?
So most of my programs are between 12 weeks, 6 months, and 1 year. So
Okay.
yeah, so 12 months is 47 bucks. It's a one-time fee, and once the client signs up, they get an email to sign a questionnaire form, and then based off the questionnaire form, they tell me what their goals are, and also I have a system already set up to where once they tell me their goals, I have a template I have a template for that email. So basically, just a name change and any allergies they might be allergic to, just switch that off and just send it off. Same thing with the workouts. They get access to the app. I have workout templates for every fitness level, goal, and however many times you want to work out per week, and then just basically go in there, change the name, and send that off. So I've created a whole routine and also a system to where it's less time, it's time efficient.
Yeah.
I'm not there spending an hour on a program creating it from scratch. No, it's everything already created already.
Yeah. And you were saying it even as low as 47 a month, right?
Yeah. So if some clients want to just keep it going. Let's say they have like a goal, they want to lose a good amount of weight. They don't know how long it's going to take. They just pay me monthly. 47 is a very low barrier to entry. Nobody really it's nothing. But because I've set it up to where it doesn't take me long to set up a client, and so it's not me. I'm not really spending that much time to It's not like
not super time consuming.
Yeah, it's not super.
You've
time
got
consuming.
kind of the template figured out, and it's just adjusting based on weight, height,
Yeah.
type of workout, what type of foods,
So
that
right
type
now,
of stuff.
yeah, actually, well, I mean, it's like Amazon. They charge so low, but also you want to be able to give like quality service. You don't want to charge so low, but so you have to actually weigh out if it's going to make sense to you. If it's going to make sense, it has to be less work for you. You can't be charged $47, but it's taking an hour to set up one client.
Yeah.
Right. So right now, my next year, I'm going to create a whole app where everything I have the workouts because right now it's separate. I have the meal plan separately and the workouts. There's an app for my workouts, but I want to keep everything centralized. So the workouts, progress pictures, meal plans, supplements, and also I can mark it down below for if you want to re-sign up or upsell them on something else.
Yeah.
So keep them in one centralized location where I can charge maybe cheaper to where everything on my end is already created. It's just basically set in the macros and change the names and boom, that's it. And I can hire somebody to do that. You want to set up a system where you can hire someone else to do it. You don't want to know, because that's the thing. I've always been stubborn because I always feel like people don't put the same passion behind what I do. So it's always been hard. But then it's like the same thing. You have to actually have everything set up to where somebody else can do it. But for them to do it, you have to give them steps to take. You have to do this, after you do that, do this, do that,
I think that's always the hardest part of any business, of going from an entrepreneur, kind of self-employed, doing it yourself, and you're giving it that special attention to hiring people and trusting them to do it and understanding that they can never do it as well as you.
Yeah.
Because the economics doesn't make sense for them like it does for you. And, it's different if it's yours.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to accept some level of, there's going to be some drop if you're going to grow.
Yeah, of course.
If you're going to scale, it can't be as great as it was in the beginning when you did everything yourself,
Yeah, because over time, that person's it's going to get better.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to get better. And also, if they stick with you long enough, they're going to get better and they're going to produce more, better quality, whatever you have them doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have to step back. So I have somebody, I do my graphics. I have someone now recording my videos and editing my YouTube video. That used to be time consuming. And also when you have a lot of work, you get overwhelmed and you slack on everything else.
Yeah.
So when I used to have to answer all my emails and edit the videos on YouTube and Instagram, it's like it's so much work where I procrastinate.
Yeah, but it's also harder when you're doing the day-to-day to keep your eye on the bigger picture of where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
Because you got to do this task.
So all these like repetitive tasks, you got to delegate it or automate it, basically. Is you delegate it or automate it. So I've been learning that over the past few months, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm constantly like seeing things that I repeat on a daily basis, and I'm gonna automate, or I can have somebody else do it where it's not, it doesn't, it's not hard for them at all.
Yeah. So look, I think it's a great. Is there anything you want to discuss or shout out? Maybe tell people how to find you, your Instagram handle.
You can find me on Instagram _King Fitness. YouTube is King Fitness Life. I just started posting back on YouTube. For one video a week, I'm gonna start now.
Yeah.
Consistency is key. So it's like, I just gotta stay with it. Just like Instagram, I've been posting over the years.
Yeah.
So YouTube, I'm trying to. Instagram, the barrier to fitness is just so low right now. The barrier to entry to fitness is so low because of Instagram. Everybody, if you're in shape, anybody can do it. So now you have to actually separate yourself. Like you said, LinkedIn, that's something I'm going to look at now.
Yeah, for sure,
LinkedIn, now also YouTube. When you have to speak in front of the camera, a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can post pictures and fucking, tweak it and make themselves look a certain way. But when it comes to actually putting out the information, you have to realize if you know the information, if you're knowledgeable on what you do, start speaking in front of the camera. You don't have to be the super shredded guy, but if you can, put out your information verbally, and say it in a way where people believe what you're saying.
You know how I started, because I wasn't very good at putting out videos either. How I started was Insta stories.
Yeah.
I would just do little clips because I could delete them. I could go back. I could say it again. I didn't have to post it, right? And I got good at those. And then I was like, all right, once I would and I would go back and I would watch my stories and I'd be like, all right, that makes sense. I can make a video about that.
Yeah.
So I would test it with
practice.
That.
And that kind of it translated into like video when you have a video in your face.
Yeah.
So that's what happens because before I used to stutter a lot. With me, if I'm recording, I'm good. But with somebody else holding the camera in my face, it's completely different. It's like you're worrying about the camera and stupid random shit.
Even for me now today, I don't like to make videos where I look into the camera. If you look at a lot of my videos, I'll record meetings with people, podcasts, and in that podcast, if there's something really cool that I say, I'll use that.
Yeah.
Versus I sit in front of the camera and the 5 tips to Google marketing. I don't feel comfortable doing that.
So you on a mic and the camera's facing.
And I don't look at it and I just spit my shit. And if something cool comes out, all right, I use that.
Dope. Yeah, that's actually the whole setup. I wouldn't use that when I'm doing YouTube videos. When I'm just talking about something.
Yeah.
But so the podcast. Yeah, you gave me some tips on the podcast, so that's coming up next.
Yeah.
Next year I want to start the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's basically building a platform. But if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's _King Fitness, King Fitness Life on YouTube, LinkedIn to be continued. I'm gonna create a profile today actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's about it. If you're a trainer in Miami, online is slowly. Everything's gonna go online. Everybody's gonna have a smartphone in the next 10 years,
Yeah.
And you want to have a website. If you don't have a website now, you're already behind.
Yeah.
You have to be online. You need to create something, either Facebook, YouTube, or something online.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hopefully, some people got some information out of this.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Later, bro.